Good morning, y'all. I'm going to fix me a little lunch, and we're going to have a little crab cake today. These cans come in little old tiny cans in the grocery store. You really don't get much meat in them, so I bought two. I mean, I would like to at least taste it. So I've got me a little pan out here right now. I've already drained one can of it. I've got this little sieve right here that works really good. So I'm just going to put it over my can like that, because the crab meat in these are so little. They're not good chunks like you'd get if you were at the beach, okay? And then when you take your can up, you're going to have a little piece of paper that they've got stuck on here. I guess to keep it from touching the edge of the can, I don't know. But take your little paper off. You're going to have some little paper. And just use that paper to help you push down your crab meat to get some of the juice out of it. Because I'm going to fry these like little patties, like you do a salmon patty. Except we're going to do crab this morning. But I had to get two of these. I'm thinking, man, I wouldn't even have enough for lunch with one of those little old bitty cans. Okay? I've got cotton in my ear this morning. I hadn't been on here in several days. And the reason being is I hadn't felt good. My jaw has been hurt from that. I told y'all that I had to go see about that. This jaw is not hitting in there right. And so, anyway, so that's how much crab meat we've got. And then, all on top of that ear started hurting. So I'm thinking, my word, what else is going to happen? But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do us some little crab cakes. Before I end, though, I want to show you this. I just got to show you this. Look at this. These are some, I guess they came from Plant City. I don't know. But they're onions that a lady sent me, and they're strawberry onions. And, you know, I've told you how good they make an onion sandwich. I may have to have even tomorrow. I might have to eat an onion sandwich. Let's get over here now and do this, what we're doing. Okay, now we're going to cut up just a little bit of an onion. Since I don't have many crabs, we're going to mince just a little onion. We're going to saute this in a pat of butter over there. We're going to do that too. I can see my hair, how straight it is today. Y'all just forgive me. I can't help it. Since I think a half an onion will be plenty, it's probably actually going to be too much. I'm just going to cut real thin here. Somebody gave me a chopper. I need to get that out. Oh, and I want to thank y'all. So many of you sent me Valentine's, beautiful Valentine's. Thank you so much. And some of you even found a few that were, I guess, in antique stores or in your drawer somewhere or somebody else's drawer that were old-timey ones, and they sent me those too. They were beautiful. Okay, I'm not going to use the rest of it. I think this is more than enough, y'all. In that little bit of crab meat I've got. Okay, let's just cut it now, and we're going to saute this and a little bit of celery in some butter. Okay, let me get my stuff out. Okay, I'm going to use a nice hefty piece of pat of butter. I'm going to go ahead and put it in there in my skillet so it can be getting hot. And then we're going to put this onion in it and saute that a minute or two. And I'm going to put a piece of one celery. Y'all get your strings off of it. Nobody wants to eat strings for lunch. Oh, goodness. It turned cold again out here. I have been sitting by my fire this morning. Actually, what happened this morning, I guess because I felt bad, when I went to bed last night, I couldn't breathe real good, and I just didn't sleep well. And so I woke up at 3:30, and I stayed up. And then after I stayed up for a while, actually when I got up, I ate 2 eggs and some sourdough bread that somebody had made for me. And I sat by the fire and drank my coffee and all like that. And I started kind of getting a little bit sleepy, like, oh my gosh, I need to go to bed. So I actually went back to bed. I don't know what time it was, probably maybe 6 o'clock in the morning. And I went back to bed and I slept till almost lunchtime. I mean, my body had it. My ear was hurting, my jaw was hurting, I couldn't breathe. So when I did get up, I had me a good shower. You know, a good hot shower it's a miracle cure, isn't it? Do y'all think so? I think so. All right, so I've got this cut kind of skinny here, and I'm going to cut it a little bit skinnier. All right. Woo, gosh. My butter's melted, so let me put my onion in there, let it get going. And then we'll put this celery in there with it. And turn it down a lot. Okay, where's my knife? What did I do here? So I went back to sleep, and if you've got a stopped up head, a hot shower will help. And another thing that I like is something that's really old-timey. I don't even know if they make it anymore. This jar I've got of it, I probably had it for 20 years. It doesn't take but just a smidgen. It's mentholatum. Y'all remember your mama rubbing you down with mentholatum and Big Salve? Oh, y'all remember that? Well, I've got some of both of it. And I'm going to tell you young mamas out there, you need to find some of these little home remedies for your babies. All right, this is really small here. Like that. A little bit of celery. Stir that as well. Ooh, it smells so good. I love to smell onions and celery sauteing. It just smells great. Okay, now let's start the next step. I'm having to kind of change the recipe that I had because I don't have any good crab meat. I've just got that little bit. So I really can't go by my normal recipe, okay? I'm just going to have to use the same ingredients, but a whole lot less of it. On your mayonnaise, I'm going to just use a tablespoon. That's it. I am going to use 1 egg. And I am going to use a little seasoning here. There we go. And I'll just use the end of my spoon to measure because I don't need much. I'm going to use a half a teaspoon. That's a half a teaspoon of some kind of seasoning that you like. Okay, let me beat my egg and mayonnaise and seasoning up. And I'm going to add a dash of Worcestershire salt. I hadn't got it out, but I'm going to find it. Okay. We'll add a little bit of pepper. And I like a little bit of dill in mine. Y'all may not, but I do. Just a scoop, 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 scoop. Not much. I like dill in a lot of things. I know you've got your favorite recipe for your crab cake. And some of y'all are living up there close to the water where you can really get some really great crabs. And I imagine you got it perfected because of you having the real deal. Let me get a little bit of Worcestershire. I'm going to just put just a little dash in it. Gives a nice little flavor. Don't need much of that. That's some strong stuff. Okay. Now let's add this to our crab meat. And I've also got me some breadcrumbs. This is 1 piece of sourdough bread. So that's what I've got. And I'm going to add it in there. In with my crab meat. I toasted it in the oven and then chopped it up kind of. You do not add salt. Don't add salt. If you want to add salt later, you can, but don't add it right now. You don't need it. Okay, let's see how our onions are doing. They need to cook just a little bit more. It's still a little hard. Okay, our onions are nice and tender. And so is our celery. So we're just going to pour that in our mixture, and if there's any butter left in there, pour it in too, because you know butter makes it better. Let's give that a quick little stir. That's going to be so good. Instead of salmon patties today, we're going to have crab patties. Okay, now we're ready to get over here and fry our little patties. So let me move you over here. All right, we're going to put a little bit of oil in our skillet. You don't want much, just enough for frying. I've got it, I'm going to turn it on about 7. There's really nothing in there that needs to cook but the egg, because your crab meat's already, when they canned it, they cooked it. And so that doesn't need cooking. And we've already cooked our onions and stuff, so that doesn't need cooking. So all we got to do is fry it up and eat it. And here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to take a bowl, and I like my little crab cakes crunchy on the outside. Some of y'all might not, but I like mine crunchy. So I'm actually going to put cornmeal. I'm going to coat it in cornmeal on the outside of it. So what I'm going to do is put me some cornmeal right here. This is self-rising white lily. The nose itching. All right, here we go. Just let me turn it down a little bit. Take your spoon and get how much you want, how much you think you want in a patty. I'm going to get a heaping tablespoon. I'm going to pat it out like this. And I'm going to sprinkle cornmeal on both sides of it. And pat it lightly. Then I'm going to put it in my pan. Remember, everything's already cooked in it. And that cornmeal's going to get crunchy on the sides of it. And give us a nice little patty. I'm going to make me some little dip stuff to put it in just a minute. Y'all can stay with me while I do that. I don't want to cook it fast. I want to cook it slow. Get it nice and hot throughout. Okay. This is making more than what I thought. I'm going to have probably 6 little patties here. Something like that anyway. Maybe 7. I hope my, whoops, that one tore up. I must have not patted it hard enough. Okay. Let me rinse my hands off, y'all. Well, they're cooking. They are cooking. Whoop. Let me peek. Let me just peek a little bit. Oh, they're doing fine. They're doing fine. All right, let's get over here and make us our little dip. I'll show y'all how I like mine. You can put a little lemon juice in this before you fry it. But I'm gonna put my lemon juice in the actual dip that I'm gonna be eating. Okay. All right. So let me get me a spoon and we're gonna make us some dip. I'm going to start with, I don't need much because it's just me. I'm going to start with a little bit of mayonnaise. And I am going to get me a little bit of horseradish. And y'all may not like this at yours, but I do. I like it a lot. Love horseradish. And put a little bit of black pepper in it. And I am going to put some lemon in it. To dip our patty in. And I want a little bit of dill in it. Okay, let me taste it. Ooh, good. I think need a little bit more mayonnaise. Perfect. All right, let's come back over here now, and we're going to turn our patties over to the other side and hope that I hadn't cooked them too long on this side, because I surely don't want to mess them up. Ooh, they look good. I'm going to turn them up just a little bit. That made a good bit of patties. By the time you got your onion in there and your egg in there and celery, it kind of started swelling up, didn't it? So if you don't live close to a place that's got water, and you hadn't got any crabs, which I don't have any, and I don't go down to the beach much. You'll just have to get you some in a can like I did. And drain it. It's just little tiny little bitty pieces. It's not real good chunks in it. But we just have to make do. Since we're not at some kind of bay that's got all these crabs and this stuff in it. Let's let that cook on that side a little bit, and then we're going to partake and hope that I get better soon, because I hadn't been able to post. I didn't feel like it. If I don't feel good, I can't post. I just think, well, I'll just not do it today, and I didn't. But I thank y'all for watching and tuning in with me. And today is what is today? Today's Wednesday. And so I'll probably post this tomorrow on Thursday. I may post it today, but I doubt it. I'll probably just wait till tomorrow so y'all can see it early in the morning. It's just about ready, y'all. You don't want to put much grease. See, it's already soaked up the grease that I had in it. Turn that one this. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna move this one here and move that one in the middle. He looks like he's not on the eye good. There we go. All right, we'll be back just a minute. Okay, it's time to take them up. Remember, everything in it is already done. All we had to do is just get that good crunchy on the outside from the cornmeal. Well, come on out of there, fella. Okay. Here we go. And yes, I've got a sloppy kitchen. It is messed up. Well, let's go over here and taste this. See how it tastes. Let's go right here so y'all can, so I can have my dip and my stuff all in the same place. There was somebody wrote in and said, I'm so tired of you moving me around in that kitchen. Well, I don't know what else to do but to move you around so you can see. Got a new apron. Can't even read it, can you? The thing's too long. I got to take it up or something. I don't know. I'll figure out something. All right, so here's how we can do it. Take your crab cake. And I like to put my stuff on it. Instead of dipping in it, I like to do like this. My mouth's watered. I'm hungry. And when you take a bite, see, you can get a little bit of the goodie on it too. Mmm. Delicious. Delicious. You really do need to put the cornmeal on the outside of it because that makes it taste really crunchy and good. It's soft on the inside and kind of crunchy on the outside. The celery and onions and everything in it is cooked real good. I think you'll like it. Something different, you know? Something different. Mm-mm. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Or I forgot to squeeze my lemon on it. But I put some in the thing, so that's all right. I had it in the juice anyway. Y'all, you can try these and see if you like them. It'll be something different. So, you know, I've shown you how to do salmon croquettes, and now you've got your crab croquettes, or patties, if you want to call them that. And we made potato patties. We made sweet potato patties. We made all kind of patties, and they make for a good little lunch. Real good, as a matter of fact. Y'all take care. Have a great day, and I will say this. I've been getting a lot of letters lately from people who Y'all, they're just having problems. If it's not health, it's the health of, if it's not their health, it's the health of their spouse that they're taking care of, or their children. And then we've got all that stuff happening in Tennessee and Kentucky with the flooding again. And so we just, people need to be uplifted. And I hope that this little crab cake somehow somebody can watch it and say, well, Brenda uplifted me today. She showed me something different. But I want to thank you for following me. And thank you for being with me in my teeny little kitchen that's got to be cleaned up now. I've got cornmeal everywhere. But we'll have a good day. I'm going to leave here in just a little bit and go get my new glasses. I hadn't had new glasses since I've been in high school. That's how long it's been. And so I had my eyes rechecked and all that. And so I'm getting me some glasses so I don't have to wear contacts all the time. So maybe soon you'll see me in some new glasses. I hope they look all right. But more than that, I hope they really do let me see. I want to look at you. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.